Dear Lord, our Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to gather here before you this day to participate, and to witness All Nagaland Open Folk Song and Folk Fusion competition.
Highest glory and honor goes to our Almighty God for giving such a wonderful day. On this very outset, I would first like to thank our inaugural guest, Sri Abu Metha, Honorable Advisor to the Chief Minister of Nagaland, for accepting our request and gracing our event today, despite his busy schedule. Thank you, sir. I would also like to take this time to welcome and thank Sir Teja Meru, the Advisor of TaFMA, and Sir Dr. Hofit Satu, the Project Director of TaFMA. Your presence is highly appreciated, sir. I also like to thank and welcome the Village Council members, the sponsors, friends from the media fraternity, participants from various community, and everyone present here today. The main motive of this event is to promote our rich culture and heritage, to provide a platform for our young artists to showcase their talent, to provide a platform for our local entrepreneurs to display their local products, and most importantly, to enable individuals to understand our root through music, art, and culture. I hope everyone enjoys the program today and have a wonderful time. Thank you.
With you, and I want to in particular thank on behalf of all those I consider myself part of the organizers here. A big thank you to our Honorable Advisor to the Chief Minister, Sir Abu Metha, for taking the time to be with us. Thank you, sir. But this is a very unique and first of its kind experience, an all Nagaland folk and fusion music competition. And we are just delighted and overjoyed to partner with you. And hopefully this is just the beginning of many more good things to come in our journey together to promote music and the musicians from across Nagaland. Today, under the vision and with the blessing of the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, our musicians are doing extremely well. They're not just performing here, they're being invited to all the major music festivals across the country, all the big festivals to perform, as headliners, as main acts, and I think which is a very good sign. Not just within Nagaland, but our musicians also been called to perform around the world. We just sent a team to Italy, and they're back. And as we even celebrate this Fusion Day of music, there's another band called Purple Fusion, already performing in South America. Last night they had their first gig, and they were invited through the Indian Council for Cultural Relations. So these are just some of the good stories I wanted to share with you to continue to inspire our young musicians who are coming up, and the older ones too, never to give up, but to continue. And as a department, that we will continue to search for avenues and possibilities for us to perform and increase our network and our art, to share our art with the world. Just 3 observations I want to share with my young friends here. Because I've been interacting with some of you as a lead up to the event. I see 3 very positive things in Khuzama, and that is the passion of the young people, passion of youth, passion of and the energy to do something, to be innovative. So keep up the good spirit and that initiative. I see wonderful leadership. For example, Nune, who just spoke, he's one of my favorite personalities. He reminds me of Elvis Presley, with his good hairstyle and of course his specs. And so people like him are on the rise, and it's wonderful to get to know him. So continue to keep up the good work. There's good leadership, there's passion, and last but not the least, from the way you've created your event, to the way you've designed, and the theme, Prism of Possibilities. That's one of my favorite quotes till date. And what I see here is loads and loads of creativity. And if you continue at this rate with passion, providing good leadership and creativity, giving opportunity to our young people to take leadership like this, our village, Khuzama, will not only be a village in the southern area, but can become a true center for culture, for folk, for youth and youth activities. So continue to keep up the good work. God bless you. And I want to encourage, I want to thank all the participants who have come from across Nagaland. Have a wonderful time and experience. God bless you. Thank you.
Telephone nu ungo kretau kebatau ni piu ke se program si bono bo jemu vo Tali traditional folk song fusion song competition bo je sala non deli ho mo kishi si ko ke se ki he asked me to convey his greetings and his best wishes to every citizen of the village, especially to the participants. And he told me to assure the village leadership and the citizens of the village that very soon he will also come and visit the village and join us for some program in the near future. So pudilie mo poi pukeni dilie se ura mi bette zek kesasi azanyo mi bette beshisia. I want to congratulate the Kekhrie Krotho, right? The organizers of this event, this competition, and this celebration. I must say that having come to this event and settled down here, I am more than impressed by what you have organized and what you have put on stage. We keep crossing this highway dozens of times, maybe hundreds of times, up and down. But I must admit that it is the first time I am visiting this village in an official capacity, putting my foot into this village and attending a formal function with the citizens of the village and the leaders of the village. This morning, I am very happy, extremely happy to be here, and I thank the organizers, the village community led by the chairman, for inviting me here and for welcoming me in such a grand fashion. This area, this village, is a well-known village, not just in Angami country, but throughout the state. Khuzama has given its best sons and daughters in the service of the Naga people. Be it in the Naga movement, be it in the politics of the state, be it in the journey of Nagaland statehood, you have given your best sons and daughters in the service of the Naga people. Today, having come here, I must place on record my appreciation, our appreciation to the people of this village, to the people of this area, for contributing positively in significant manner in the journey of the Naga people. Some of the best leaders, some of the most significant personalities have emerged from this area. The Naga people remain ever grateful. And I am today honored, privileged, happy to be setting foot in the same soil which has given Nagaland some of its proudest personalities. Naga people are a proud race. We are proud of so many things, but most of all, we are proud of our rich cultural heritage. It is a God-given blessing to all of us. Anywhere in the world you go, every corner of the world, if someone somewhere knows about the Nagas, it is because of our rich culture. An example is the Hornbill Festival. Today, the Hornbill Festival is the most famous single intellectual property of the Naga people across the globe. It exemplifies everything that Nagaland is and more. It brings all Naga people, Naga tribes under one umbrella. We celebrate the Naga way of life. We remember the tradition and the culture of our forefathers. And the world comes to Nagaland to celebrate with us. Brand Nagaland is today famous because of Hornbill Festival. And this Hornbill Festival is celebrated, headquartered in your land, in your area, in this range. The world comes to Nagaland, and this part of Nagaland they come to. Every citizen of this area, this village, Southern Angami area, is an ambassador of the Naga people. Because it is you who will interact with these foreign tourists, these foreign dignitaries, these visitors. And they will take back memories of the Naga people to every corner of the globe through the interactions and the hospitality that you extend to them. The impression of the Naga people to the outside world begins from here. Apart from the privilege of being host of this festival and this event, it is also a huge responsibility that we carry, because how we conduct ourselves, how we extend hospitality, how we present our way of life is a reflection of entire Naga society. And whoever comes here and experiences this will carry memories of the interactions they have with you here. Having said that, there is tremendous potential in so many areas, because when I'm talking about Hornbill Festival, I'm also talking about the tourism industry. According to experts and studies, India and the tourism industry in India will spend $45 billion in tourism alone in 2022. This is despite the pandemic and COVID challenges. 2022, tourism industry will spend $45 billion in India. 1% of that $45 billion is 3,375 crore. If Nagaland can get even 1% of the tourism industry, it can change the economy and the face of Nagaland. Millions of jobs, thousands of opportunities are waiting to be tapped. Nagaland is today an international tourist destination. And it starts from this area, because the Hornbill Festival is home here. The Hornbill rests here, flies from here, takes off from here. I want to encourage the leaders of this village, the leaders of this area, to have that vision and to understand the scope of possibilities that we have in our hands. That is why I think the organizers have done a fantastic job by bringing up the theme, Prism of Possibilities. Today, this multi-billion-dollar industry of tourism must reach Nagaland. It must start from here. Our youth, our innovators, our creators, our musicians, our artists must be on that bus of that industry. They cannot afford to miss that bus. The leaders of today have to have an open mind, a liberal approach, a progressive line of thought, so that we open the doors, the vistas, the opportunities for our youth to grab these chances, so that they excel, they achieve success, they earn money through their hard work, and they change the economy of our people. Today, Nagaland must be known for the right things, the positive things, the good things. Nagaland must be famous for its talents, for the capabilities of the youth. How long we will be known for insurgency, for political turmoil, for AK-47, for instability. It's time to be known for good things, for right things, for positive things. And this opportunity, the leadership of the day, must open for our children and our youth. Naga youth are capable of achieving any height, but we must provide them that platform. Nagas have given our best sons and daughters in the progress of this nation also. Despite the challenges, lack of infrastructure, restriction of resources, our youth have scaled the highest heights. Today, sportspersons, artists, musicians are performing at the international stage. TaFMA has done fantastic work to collaborate with several countries, organizations, corporate organizations to give opportunities to the youth. Even in this Hornbill Festival, through TaFMA initiatives, there are going to be musicians from Israel playing in Nagaland, artists from Europe performing in Nagaland. Big corporate companies are going to come and partner with Nagaland through our art, music, and culture. I want to encourage young people of Nagaland to have the courage to stand up and strive towards your ambitions. Anything is possible in this world if you put in the hard work. Success and excellence comes only through one way: hard work, and more hard work. If you put in the hard work, success and recognition will come searching for you. We have confidence in our youth, and we are dedicated and committed to give our best so that you achieve your ambitions. The ambitions and the aspirations of the young people of Nagaland is our responsibility. Today, taking this opportunity, I also want to place on record that Nagaland is writing a new narrative in so many fields. Tourism is one area. Art, culture, development, sports is another area. Innovation and creativity is being given impetus by this government. We want to see this area develop. We want to see the South Angami area emerge and as one of the hubs of Naga creativity and Naga success. And to achieve that universally, not just here, but anywhere, the people of the area, the leadership of the area have to join hands with the government. You have to extend cooperation, collaborate and team with the government so that collectively we work towards the aspirations of our youth. Success stories have to be written if we unite and collaborate. Yesterday afternoon, I also spoke with our representative from this area, Honorable Advisor Mr. Zaleh. He was also supposed to be in this program today. Deri vote yun sang no Chief Minister program bo Rezat Sekesabo Kekhrie Krotho bo Kapitao Zaleh ungo Chief Minister ze reve mo shose po program bo pare. Program yun sang program how liro tiezomo Deri Chief Minister program ke decision no puri pose vo Rezat so Kekhrie Krotho no vo mo shose la po tie vo ngo ze ka program re. Dera pose ka sabandu mo so I told him, I'm going to your constituency, to your village, and you are going with CM to Tunsang. So I will bring the greetings of the Chief Minister. But also I want to place on record that your MLA, your representative, has done excellent work in the past 4 years. He is providing young, encouraging, energetic, and vibrant leadership, not just to this area, but to entire Nagaland. As advisor, as minister of a department, he is not a leader of just the area and the constituency, but he provides leadership to the entire state. And when it comes to representing Nagaland in his department, I have personally seen him, how he represents Nagaland at the national forums, at national seminars of sports and youth affairs. I must say, and honestly I'm admitting, that in the past many years, he has been one of the best performing sports ministers in the state. We are indeed very happy, privileged that he is providing such leadership, and we hope that you will continue to support him. He is one of the young leaders in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly today. And I must say that the government, the party is hoping for great things from him, and we are grooming him for larger responsibilities in the years to come. And I request the people of the area to extend support to him and to support to our leader and to our government. I am also happy to have shared some ideas with TaFMA and Honorable Advisor. And I will be very happy to announce this morning that this open folk song and folk fusion competition from this year onwards will become a flagship program of the state government under TaFMA. It will be held every year, and it will be held here in Khuzama every year. This brings Khuzama into the music, art, and performing map of the state. Today, TaFMA activities are not just state activities, they are national, international events. In future, we will have national, international personalities come and participate in this event. We will have. And you have made a fantastic start today. I want to congratulate the participants who have come to participate. I am told there are more than 20 participants from all over Nagaland. That itself is a fantastic beginning. We have many folk fusion programs under TaFMA, under government of Nagaland, in different parts of the state. But this is the first state level competition. And I must congratulate the Krotho Society, the Krotho Society for organizing this, for partnering with TaFMA. And from next year onwards, it will become a national, international event, not only celebrating Naga culture, Naga music, Naga way of life, but making this bigger. You'll have a folk fusion competition going on, you'll have a food festival going on, you'll have cultural shows going on, you'll have guest villagers coming and performing, and it will become part of the tourism and tourism map of the country. We will have to bring the world here. We have to create these opportunities. And Nagaland government, TaFMA will extend all support to the organizers, to the village, and I am very hopeful that the village leadership and the citizens will extend support. We have to open our mind, we have to open our eyes and see what is the best possibility for our state and for our people. And it is from here, from this village, from this very soil, that we must groom, create, and promote the future cultural ambassadors of Nagaland to the world. We must from here. And I think the journey has begun. I want to congratulate the organizers. I want to thank all of you for inviting me this morning. I am so happy, so excited to be part of this journey. My personal help, my personal involvement with you will continue. And I assure the village chairman and your team that this government will continue to support you. And please consider me as a member of your own family, and please engage me and reach out to me if there is anything in any little way I can do and contribute towards our common journey of going forward, creating opportunities for our youth, and changing the narrative of Nagaland and the Naga people. Thank you so much for listening. God bless Kugnalin Kevyu Uya.
One of the mandates of TaFMA is to promote our rich culture, heritage through music and the arts. And this is a state level folk and traditional song competition which we're having here in Khuzama. It's first of its kind. Yes, we've been having several other events across the state, but a state level competition, this is the first of its kind. We're very happy, we're very grateful to Khuzama village and the citizens of this area for hosting this and for making all these grand arrangements. Henceforth, this will become an annual event. It will be held here in Khuzama, and we will promote it to become a national, international event. And TaFMA is mandated to take up activities to preserve our rich culture, rich heritage, and promotion of folk music, folk and fusion. The arts is one area which we are giving a lot of importance to, and we are confident that this is a new journey that begins here today, but it will have a lot of positive dividends in the years to come.
Yes, sir. As we know, Khuzama is the last part of Nagaland bordering Manipur, and we have seen all this time the road condition has been very bad also. So how do we expect other tourists or any people coming out till and reaching here?
Absolutely. I mean, in fact, geographically it's very well located. I will not say it is the last village on the border. I will say it is the first village from Manipur to enter this site. The way I look at it is from a different dimension. And today I have also interacted with the village leaders, the community leaders of the area. Once the people, the community and the citizens extend their support and enable the government to remove the hurdles, and I am sure the road will improve. State government is on the job. Ministry of Road Transport is on the job. And very soon this road will improve. Once the road improves, the possibilities are, infinite. So I'm sure things will improve from henceforth, yeah.
Yes, so one more. Besides this folk competition, open folk competition, which is going, as you have announced, like it's going to be held annually. What are the other attractions that you see from Khuzama side, so that more tourists will be attracted?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a very historical village. There's so many stories to be told here. I took a little walk of the village today, and I was more than amazed with. There's so many stories to tell here, village experiences, and also the cultural richness of this village is very unique compared to other areas. So there's a lot of tourism potentials. We can create a lot of experiences for tourists. I think it's a fantastic destination for homestays. So the tourism potentials of Khuzama are tremendous, and the government will take up steps to promote and support the citizens of this village.
The organizer. So can you kind of tell us about the concept of organizing this?
Okay, so my name is Nunes Saleh. I'm currently the Chief Event Manager for Kekhrie Krotho. So the main motive of this event is to preserve our rich culture and heritage and to promote it as well. We have very young local artists here, so we want to give them a platform to showcase their skills. Some people are really good in singing, so we want to give them the platform by collaborating with TaFMA so that the TaFMA can also groom them. So we want to give opportunities to our local entrepreneurs to display their local products as well, so that it is not confined within the four walls of the southern area, but goes beyond the world as well. So this is the main event. Yeah, there are a total number of 69 participants. There are 4 categories: solo folk song, solo folk fusion, group folk song, group folk fusion, and under 12 categories. So because we want to give a platform for our young artists to come and sing and get the experience which they need to perform. And that is one. Okay.
And from which community, how have been the participants responsive?
The participants has been very responsive. We did not expect this much participants to be here today. We have groups from Tikir, from Chakasan, Angami, Ao, Lotha. So there's a total of 5 tribes right now which are going to participate in this event. Yes.
The competition. So I'll just, as I said, 5 to 10 minutes. I am here on behalf of the Nagaland State AIDS Control Society and also our partner Kripa Foundation, who are the NGOs that we implement projects with across Nagaland. So Kripa Foundation has been given a specific project, and they are all based here with us, with our state team, to talk about HIV and AIDS as a concern in our state. And we all know that we all understand the alarming concerns of the HIV and AIDS in the state, and for which I also didn't want to miss any opportunity when such opportunities are given to me, especially to talk to the young people, to talk to the youth. And young people are the strength, are the future. So I don't want to miss an opportunity when I've been given an opportunity to stand in front of young people, and today I'm very fortunate to be here, to be amongst you. Thank you for the invitation. Another one message that I just want to deliver today is about ABC. I think many of you traveling through this route, the National Highway, must have seen somewhere, isn't it? That's what I also saw. Somewhere it's written ABC, always be careful, but by the BROs. So similarly, in our HIV program, we also say ABC. Always be careful, but we also have meaning on ABC. Okay, A is abstinence. Abstinence because transmission, you all know the route of transmission, that there are major routes of transmission. Unsafe behaviors will lead to, make an individual vulnerable to the infection also. So we talk about abstinence, abstinence before marriage. That is our A. Okay, and then our B, we say B. The B is that we say be faithful to your partners. If you are married, be faithful to your partners. Maintain a single partner is what we encourage. And the third one is C, that we call it condom. Supposing that's for both young people or married people. Supposing you are unable to follow A and B, the only way to help you prevent yourself from HIV is use condom. I think that is the only ABC message that I want to deliver today, synonymous to the message that I saw in the highway. So that will be my simple message, and for anyone who needs further information on HIV testing is important. Getting on treatment is important. Nowadays, when someone is on treatment, active treatment, that means if you're regularly on treatment, your viral load, the virus, the disease in the germ in your body will go down, and then the transmission of the virus may not happen also. So it is very important that if someone is tested positive, the person should get into the ART, the antiretroviral therapy. We have this in all the districts.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.